Namaskaram. Hear the birds, peacock, all birds. Can you hear? Such a beautiful atmosphere, divine atmosphere. As if ideally created for spiritual practices. That's how this place has been chosen by Patriji. Obviously, it must be a place where Rishi Mahans must have done in the past thousands of years. He must have lived here, done a lot of meditation, energized. Otherwise, so close to this happening city, Bangalore, you can't imagine to have such a peaceful, quiet, divine atmosphere. And I must congratulate all of you. I know everybody is busy. Life is so busy today with something or the other. For you to come all the way, you have chosen the priorities, It is not only your choice, your good fortune also to give priority to this and come here. To experience this. This morning we have seen towards the end, after the discourse, after the music, during the meditation and the performance of Patriji's music, flute, all of us felt very elevated. Even Swami Gyan Swami, who is used to this from Patna, travels around the world, he also had the same experience. I felt the same. You can't get this anywhere. You can't go and buy it. You can't buy it in the market. You can't go to cinema theaters. Even in temples, you can't create this type of elevated feeling. That's why I first congratulate you, compliment you for the choice you have made. And it's not only the choice, it's you are fortunate. It's your karma, good karma. You chose to be here, to have that wonderful, divine, unparalleled experience. I must compliment myself also because I keep traveling around all over. But there is a commitment to Patriji, at least 2 or 3 days in here. He is kind enough to force me, pressurize me to come with love and affection. So it's very difficult. And once I come here, I feel how fortunate I am. I'm so grateful to you, Patriji, Swamiji, to say you come. And once I accept, there are a lot of pressures to change it, Something, I said, nothing is more important than a commitment. So the first thing is you must learn to choose the right things, right activity, right atmosphere, and commit yourself to that. And all of you are committed to Anapana meditation. All of you are, no? Am I right? Again, that's a good fortune. To chosen few only. You can say the world is so turbulent, so many wrong things are happening, corruption, violence, terrorism and all that. What is it few of us can do? I tell you, all great changes, transformation, miracles in the world have always started with one great master and a few followers. Only a group of committed people have been able to bring about great changes, transformation in the world. So think of, each one of us should think, we are given that opportunity and gift to experience it ourselves and spread it to our families and friends and relatives. And that's how you can bring about a change. No use talking, everything is going bad, or my members of the family, husband is not good, wife is not good, parents are not good, children are not good. No. Each one of us can bring about great transformation. As Patriji always says, each one of us are divine, potentially divine. He has realized it. Many of us have not realized it. And his karma, his theory, his mission is to make each one of us to realize the great potential lying within each one of us. God has created in His own image. Only thing is we are ignorant of that. What do we do? Meditation is the ultimate method. Going within, as Swami said in the morning, realizing ourselves. Go within. You know, the greatest scientist of the last century, he said, towards the end of his life, it was the great discoveries he made for the world. He said, I have wasted my life. He said, I wasted my lifetime exploring the world outside. How I wish I had spent little of that time exploring the world inside. It's all on record. Towards the end only they get people realize. So great people like Patriji, Jan Swami, they got into the path early in life because of their previous karma. Good karma they must have done to come on this path. And also take the mission. It's not enough for me to get happiness, salvation, peace of mind, joy. I must share it with the rest of the world. So that's why I call him the barefoot spiritual master. Person without ego. Ego is an enemy. Morning I told you, ingratitude is bad, unforgiveness is bad, ego is worst. And after having attained this level of spiritual advancement, elevation, a person can be so humble, totally egoless person. I know him so well for so many years at all times. He can sit with anyone on the street also to teach them meditation. We had the privilege of having Patriji in my home sometimes earlier. And I know when we are not there, even with the driver and the cook, he will make them sit and teach them meditation. Who will do it? Who will do it? We don't expect him to do it, we are wrong. Because he feels that is his karma. The joy I have, I must experience with everyone. Irrespective of the status, whether the kings or paupers, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Sikhs, irrespective of the religion, irrespective of the caste, social status, he treats every human being as equally valuable. He sees the divinity in each one of them, and he tries to help each one of us to realize the divinity within each one of us. What does he get by that? That is the mission of great masters. Whether it is Jesus Christ or Lord Buddha or Shankaracharya or many of the modern masters going around, ultimately the true test, they are not willing to be tested. But for us to identify the right master is he selfless, is he egoless, is he willing to share unconditionally the values, the truth he has realized. I only want to say, I don't want to take, because I like you, I am also keen to listen to the great masters here. Once again, I want to compliment you because some of you are fortunate to spend much more time here than some of us. You are committed to your cause. In spite of the fact you are also family members, you also do a job for a living, which is your duty, no doubt. But still, you are committed to meditation, pyramid society movement, doing good to others, service. I compliment you for that. Ultimately, the satisfaction, happiness does not come with money alone. By all means, earn your money. Does not come with power alone. Please acquire power, it's all right to become senior people in any walk of life. But the true satisfaction, peace of mind, happiness comes by doing service to less fortunate people than us. Do your duty to the family, that's your duty. Taking care of the husband, wife, children, parents. We should do it, of course, that's our priority. But what we do to others outside, who are particularly less fortunate than us. That gives you soul satisfaction. For that, the masters are here, round the clock. Throughout the year, Patiji travels, I know that very well. Throughout the year, I know. And within the country or outside the country, whether it's Pakistan or Vietnam or Croatia, the names of countries you may not have heard, he has gone. And once he goes, they want him again and again. I told you in the morning, I have seen in Cairo, after the meditation, there was a satsang evening discourse. All, the traditional Orthodox Muslim women were bulk of the audience. And he goes there now every year regularly. And they all do meditation. To prove that meditation is beyond religion. Yes, one of us are born in religion. We should respect the religion. We should learn about all the truths of the religion and all that. But meditation is something far beyond that. You go beyond that. Beyond, not only yoga is for the body, but true yoga is not only for physical health, but also for the man. It has to go beyond for the mental health and spiritual health. So true religion is spirituality. Essence of all religions is spirituality. You go through that, but you go beyond that also. I would say that you are on the right path. Be on the road, don't give it away because of this. Don't give up your family, that's your priority. But find time for this spirituality and service to humanity. I went and saw the alternate health therapy going on here. Each one of them are so dedicated, amazing. The dedication comes when you belong to a great spiritual organization like this, because then you know the value of seva, Nishkama Karma. I admire each one of them, young girls, boys. I was observing them. Total dedication, not because there's a job to be done. So every job is important, equally important. So consider that as the best job in the world. Be totally dedicated. So that mark, for the outside world, how will they identify a spiritual person is if he or she is doing the job, chosen job, wholeheartedly, selflessly. That is a mark. Then they will know he's a spiritual person. So anyway, we are going to meet again tomorrow also. Thank you very much, Patriji, for this opportunity.